with all my work on the Green Revolution, it became very clear that local seeds are not inferior. It's just that corporations would like to control the seed and have created this vocabulary of primitive seed and improved seed and elite cultivars and primitive cultivars, totally a cultural imposition. And then in '87, I was at a meeting with the same chemical companies that had brought us Bhopal, and 1984 was the year of the Bhopal disaster. They now wanted to control the seed through doing genetic engineering, claiming a patent, owning the seed, creating international laws. That's when I decided I would save seeds, and I started Navdanya. But I also realized that the way they are appropriating the seed is not by bringing a better seed and leaving farmers to experiment with it, choose it, having governments evaluate it for safety, especially GMOs for their biosafety impact. They were basically manipulating laws and policies. So while I realize it is an imperative to save the seeds, grow ecological agriculture, show that it's doable, train farmers. We've trained more than 700,000 farmers in these many years. Set up markets that work for the farmer and markets that don't crush the farmer. It was very, very important to keep an eye on the law and policy framework. On patenting, what really shocked me was this idea that corporations can put a toxic gene into a plant through genetic engineering and then claim they've invented the plant. They've invented not just the plant, they've invented future generations, that they can own creation. And I sometimes say GMO for them means God move over. We will now take over, collect rents from the reproduction of life, and for me, it's an absolute ethical and epistemic and ecological outrage. So that's what drove me to save seeds. We managed to put in our patent laws that biological systems are not invented, that creation is not an invention. And it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't worked at national level. At global level, after all, the players we are dealing with that are destroying seed sovereignty and food sovereignty, the 5 global seed companies now and the 5 global trade companies, the seed companies and the Monsantos wrote the intellectual property laws of WTO. The Cargills wrote the agriculture trade laws. These are corporate monopoly laws. And every country is facing the impact. So I travel globally because I realize the issue of the farmer in India is the same issue of the farmer in Africa. So I will travel for solidarity to support the movements in Africa. Same issue for farmers of Canada. After all, you too have laws requiring compulsory registration that are on the table. Or United States, where the state of Vermont managed to get a labeling law for GMOs, and now they're being sued by the corporations on this new crazy ground that corporations are persons and human beings, and their ability to influence our decisions is their freedom of speech, that if people know what's in the food they're eating, then the freedom of speech of a corporation is being taken away. And so I'm there to help them. I'm there to help them when local seed libraries and seed banks are declared illegal because they are providing an alternative. Or I'm in Europe with the European parliamentarians when there was an attempt to pass laws that would make local seed and diversity illegal. And I worked with the parliamentarians, I made inputs, I did caravans. So whatever I have to do for the integrity of creation, the freedom of people, the dignity of work in food production, I'm going to do it.